Hey guys, Mario here, otherwise known as White Home on the interwebs, and welcome to another edition of the 52 Review and Marvel and stuff. You know, it has come to my attention that the time has come for me to change the title of this little vlog of mine, because it's not just DC that I talk about. Do you guys have any ideas, suggestions? Leave them down in the commentary plot. Alright, so let's get started right away and let's talk about some Avengers. So I read Avengers number 4 and 5. I really enjoyed them. They were nice standalone issues, which, holy crap, it seems to me that lately those things are more rare in the comics world than anything. It focused on the lesser known Avengers, at least for me, because I'm pretty sure one of them's a new character. It was really nice to see background on, the background story on both. So now I know who they are, even though I have no idea where the hell they came from before this new Marvel Now run. Hickman's writing is top-notch, despite the fact that I'm still a little confused as to why he's doing it in the mainline Avengers series, when New Avengers is a little bit better. And I love the artwork. Gorgeous. There's really nothing more to say. I mean, they're good standalone issues. You'll either like them, or you hate standalone issues. In that case, what the hell's wrong with you? Not everything has to be a story arc. And yeah, that was more of a rant, but I'm just saying, there's not much to say. They were just really good standalone background story issues. Next up, New Avengers, number 3. Okay, well, I didn't see a lot of things coming in this one. I mean, I saw one thing coming. I mean, as you can tell by the cover of the book. Don't worry, nobody dies. At least they didn't go on that fallback. But someone is not on the team anymore, and the way they get kicked out is, well, I suppose I didn't see that coming. And so, once again, the Illuminati is back to their old ways. Sort of. The one moral compass that they had is gone, and again, saw that one coming. But I didn't see a lot of the other things coming. Their grand scheme to stop the doom and gloom was an epic fail, to say the least. I mean, I didn't expect it to be. I mean, holy crap, I didn't expect those artifacts to blow up the way they did. In fact, I didn't even know they could blow up. So, now they must consider all options, including the less than scrupulous ones, which, oh boy, here's another one fun story arc that will have lasting repercussions that will lead up to another awesome yet devastating miniseries. Yes, I'm talking about World War Hulk. Still, Hickman's top-notch in this one, and Steve Epting's artwork, mwah. I mean, again, I love it. This issue was good. Best Avengers series so far in this Marvel Now thing, so read. Next up, Aquaman, number 16. So it was nice seeing some crossover with, the Justice League, because it is a crossover with the Justice League. And I have to admit, I did not see that plot twist at the end coming. The reasoning behind the plot twist, though, is both cliche and dumb. I think Jeff Johns has done a good job with this crossover. And I mean, and I'm glad that they kept it contained with just 2 titles in the DC universe. So I'm happy with this issue. And I'm happy with the story arc in general. Now, things will conclude really soon, so I can't wait to see how this all wraps up. But once again, the reasoning behind the plot twist is dumb. It really was. And Jeff Johns knows better, so I'm a little bit disappointed with that. Everything else is pretty good. I recommend this and Justice League. Pick these up now. Batman Incorporated, number 7. So this was a really good issue. Things are looking really grim for what's left of Batman Inc. And it seems that the casualties in the group were pretty devastating. Like, holy crap, didn't see that coming. So, despite all of that though, despite some people regrouping, which didn't really work, it seems that it is all up to Damian to try to fix things and confront Mama once and for all. And it's not going to end well. I know it's not going to end well. And thanks to the spoilerific reveal of issue 8's cover, we all know it's not going to end well. So let us brace ourselves for what's going to happen, and let's hope that certain people have a heroic end and not a punk's end. Grant Morrison is doing a great job here. I've been hooked on this story since issue 1, even though at times it did confuse me a little bit. You know what's coming. I know what's coming. So we'll see what happens in issue 8. But for now, great issue. Things look pretty grim. Let's see what Damian can do in the end. Oh, and of course, let us not forget Batman number 17. Okay. I've been on the Facebooks. I've read some bullet message boards. I've chatted with a few people. I'm not happy with half of them. They are not happy with how the death of the family story are concluding. And to them I say, you are part of the problem. Okay, so before I elaborate on that, let me quickly talk about this. Scott Snyder's the man. Greg Capullo is an amazing artist. And these two things should be pretty obvious to you by now if you've been following Batman this entire way since issue 1. The Joker is a bastard. But he's my favorite villain of all time. He shined throughout this entire story arc, all the way until Batman defeated him. And no, it wasn't really a physical thing, it was more of a mental thing. And I gotta tell you, I really enjoyed that part. It was really well done. The psychological torture that the Joker put the rest of the Bat fam through, also well done. And in fact, the ending, while it was open-ended, which should surprise no one, since that seems to be Scott Snyder's signature move. Look at the Court of Owls if you don't believe me. It had a pretty definitive conclusion. And it left it open-ended because he said himself, quote, well, to paraphrase, I want to do more things with the Joker down the road. So, to me, and thankfully to several others, this ended well. This was a good arc. And the only complaint, to me, the only complaint I have about this story arc is that it was too short. That's it. I wanted it to be an 11-issue epic arc like Court of Owls. No. We only got like 5. But some people are complaining, and those are the people that are part of the problems, are saying, well, nobody died, and it was called Death of the Family, so nobody died, so like, it's like a ripoff, man. I'm so jaded. Oh my god, no way, no one died. What a letdown. It was so anticlimactic. I'll never read this Batman title again, it sucks. Those are the people that are part of the problem. Those are the people I have the biggest problem with. Because you see, did it ever occur to you that maybe, just maybe, Scott Snyder didn't want to resort to that old cliche fallback? He didn't want to sensationalize his run by advertising a death? Because, let's face it, death in comics is cheap. It doesn't have the same emotional impact as it did, like, I don't know, a long time ago. They die, and they get resurrected 3 months to a year later, so it's meaningless. It's lost all its meaning. And if you do it consistently, no one will give a crap. The fact that Scott Snyder's Batman run is so amazing, so edge-of-your-seat thrilling, that it doesn't need to resort, or it didn't end up resorting to that, is a testament of how good Scott Snyder's Batman run is. It really is. And the fact that it was more of a psychological cat and mouse between Batman and the Joker, which will still have lasting repercussions with the Batfam afterwards. We all saw that at the end of this issue. By the way, the fact that it was done that way is a brilliant move, and despite the fact that we've seen it before, it's rarely done now, that when Scott Snyder did it now, it's a brilliant move. So, if that's your complaint, you're part of the problem, because you're the one that are convincing comic book companies, and by comic book companies I mean the big two, that it's okay to just do the consistent death thing, death and rebirth thing. No, and it shouldn't be okay. It should not be okay. That should not be okay. So, for Scott Snyder to not have to resort to that is both brilliant, and also he doesn't need to resort to that, because this is the best Batman I've read in years. It really is. So, you guys are dumb. And sorry, I try to keep things as impartial as I can, but this is one of those things that I have to take a stand on. And if you really think that death was necessary here, you're dumb. I'm just glad everything pulled out the way they pulled out in this story arc. So that's my 2 cents. Buy this issue, because duh, Batman, Scott Snyder, Greg Capullo, get it. And one last thing I want to mention, in terms of the non-Marvel and DC stuff that I'm recommending to you. My friend, one of my best friends, was generous enough to let me borrow his entire Star Trek collection. IDW is releasing a Star Trek comic series based on the movie, the alternate universe movie from 2009. So basically, each and every issue is either original, which is awesome because things are different in the alternate universe, or is a very awesome and clever retelling of classic episodes from the old TV show, like Return of the Archons or Gary 7, things like that. It is so clever and well done, and the writing is what I would expect in a Star Trek issue, or episode rather. And of course, it's a little more hit because it's based on the movie. And the artwork is pretty awesome. I mean, I've had a really good time reading these. And I'm not done completely. I'm only up until like issue 13, 14. Still got a couple of issues to read. They're up to 18 now. And they're also doing the countdown to the second movie, prequel miniseries. And this is some really good stuff. And the fact that this isn't Marvel or DC, you're getting your money's worth. 32 issues, or rather 32 pages a piece. It's really good. If you're a Trekkie, or if you want to try something different other than what the big two have to offer, I highly recommend checking out Star Trek. And I know there's going to be some purists that are going to be like all, salty and babby-ish about what goes on in this new universe. But I just want to clarify, in case you didn't figure it out on your own, this Star Trek universe it's not a reboot. It doesn't replace the old Star Trek universe, so no, don't go throwing away your old DVDs and stuff. This, and the movie itself, takes place in an alternate universe. So things like Vulcan blowing up, spoiler alert, and Spock boinking Uhura, spoiler alert, are okay because it's an alternate universe. And things can happen in an alternate universe like that. And the fact that things played out like the way they played out in these comics is okay for the same reason. So I guess that's like, 2 or 3 soapbox rants I've done this episode? But I need to take a stand, because if I don't, who will? But I highly recommend this. Pick these up. These are great reads. I enjoyed them. And thanks to my friend for loaning me these. Alright guys, that about does it. What do you think about what I talked about today? What are your thoughts, recommendations, questions, whatever? Please leave them down here in the commentary plot. I do read them, and I do get back to them. And thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. I know I've been gone for a while, but I'm trying to do something consistent again. Just keep an eye out for more videos. Until next time, I'm Y2M. Live Nerdcore. Y2M out.